Well, folks, we did a short video yesterday on the killers of young SARA Sharif, and I said I thought the judge wouldn't hand heavy enough sentences out. I said what I thought he would do. I was wide of the mark. He did better than I expected. But on reflection today, and with what I saw this morning on the TV, I think it was on the old Jeremy Vine show. They had was it Carol Malone on there? I think it's Carol Malone. I revised my thinking yet again. I mean, he gave heavier sentences than I expected. I was pleased about that. But old Miss Malone said today, she said, do you know what? She said, I've never been for the death penalty, and we're not a country that wants to go down that road again, really. But there's been times I've thought of that for these two. And I thought to myself, you know what? You're right. There's certain murders that are carried out. I mean, all murders bad, obviously, but there's certain ones that really get to you. She said she thinks about that case on an almost daily basis, and I'm the same. With that case and the Brianna case, they're probably the two of the last 10 years that have hit me the hardest, and I just think to myself, what did that young kiddie, Sarah that is, go through? How long did it last for? As in days, weeks, months and years. And the amount of injuries she suffered, the amount of breaks she suffered, how could you put a kid through that? And Carol said something to me, I think it's Carol Malone, she said, the thing is this, she said, that kiddie was only 10. She lived a nightmare, absolutely lived a nightmare. Her parents, or her dad and stepmom, are going to go in prison, and because everybody's going to be after them, because the kiddie killers really, they're going to be protected. They're going to have guards with them probably 24 hours a day. They're hardly going to be out the cells, and when they are, there's going to be somebody with them all the time, because other inmates will want to get to them. So they're going to be offered protection, which is totally alien to the case, because young Sarah got no protection whatsoever. And also it's taking up the guard's time, which takes up more money, I would imagine. You know, they're there, I think she said they're going to be on 3 meals a day, they're going to get free healthcare, dental care, a lot quicker than we're all going to get. They're going to have exercise, they're going to have TVs, they're going to have whatever they want, and they're going to be protected from the other inmates within the jail. It ain't bad, is it, really, when you consider the kiddie that they killed, mercilessly killed, and tortured for months and months and months in awful circumstances, got no protection at all of anybody. And so I thought on the back of that, I thought, you know what, for a case that's this bad, they really should bring back a death penalty. They should. I mean, I'm not saying America's got it right in all the states they have the death penalty, but in many instances they have. And with a case like this, I mean, especially when it's a case where there's no chance that they didn't kill that young kiddie. The kiddie had that many injuries and whatever else. Well, the father left a letter to say he'd killed the kiddie, but the kiddie had that many injuries, some that had already repaired themselves or gotten better or whatever else, and new injuries on old injuries. It lasted for that long. The idea behind it was torture and probably ultimately death. You know, you don't constantly wallop people with a cricket bat and rolling pins and other such things and break bones without ultimately killing somebody. You know, and I think a couple of people like that deserve the death penalty. What they should have done, on reflection, I was giving them the death penalty but said, no, we're going to kill you, but you've got 6 months to go. All right, 6 months, yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to count down the days, but 180 days today. Hello, Mr. Sharif, 179 to go. Keep up, look at your watch, you've got your date on the watch, you've got a calendar there. 178 to go, Mr. Sharif. Let them know for 6 months that what's going to happen to them. Let them get more frightened and more frightened and more frightened as the date approaches. Like young Sarah must have been at the end of her life. Every day must have been worse than the day before, and she must have woke up in the mornings, that's the times that she could sleep with injuries she had, thinking, what am I going to be in for today? Because she never ever knew, did she? She never ever knew. Yeah, I'd put them down, you know, these devil dogs, these is it the bully dogs or XL bullies, what they're called? They maul people, they get put down, don't they? Do the same with these two. That's what should have happened. And, you know, these kind of things will stop. If people know they're going to get killed themselves, it'll stop. You'll still get the odd weirdo that can't help themselves, but there'll be a lot less of them. When somebody knows they might only have a few months to live, you know, if they get caught, they're going to get put down themselves, it'll stop them doing it. It'll stop some of them. Don't worry about that. We don't need to be looking out for them in jails. We don't need to be giving them special treatment. We don't need to be feeding them in jails. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve anything. Yeah, for me, there's certain instances where I bring back the death penalty. This is one of them. Contentious, I know. I might lose a few of you. Some of you might not like my views, but that's how I feel. And that's what the channel's all about. Voicing an opinion.